This is a warning. Ma'am, don't steal the sign. You can't steal the sign. You're on camera stealing a sign. Sam!
Why do people feel as though, to get their point across, that they have to commit a crime against someone that they disagree with?
Officer, she's stealing a sign. Ma'am, you're about to walk right into a police officer. You're committing theft right now.
So this guy has a viewpoint that abortion is wrong. Personally, I disagree with him, but he does have the right to exercise his views. What's certainly not going to change his mind or help your case is if you act like this. Since she has all the time in the world to do this, why not go out there with your own sign that directly competes with his viewpoint and explain why? So if people are walking by and they might be in the middle, they can get his viewpoint and your viewpoint and make up their own mind.
Don't throw it over. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Steal her sign?
I just moved it.
Imagine someone coming onto your property, jumping over your gate. Well, it's not exactly the same analogy, but just imagine. Someone comes, unties your dog, and walks across the street with them, and you chase them down. The police officer comes and asks, did you steal that person's dog? No, I just moved it. Did you steal that person's wallet? No, I just moved it. Did you steal that person's kid? Did you kidnap him? No, I just moved the kid. Are you crazy, officer? What are you talking about?
You just did what?
I just moved it.
You just moved it. Oh, you took it. Okay. Who was holding it?
Me. She just ripped it. It's not on camera. She just ripped it out of my hands.
She just ripped it out of your hand?
Yes.
Why'd you rip it out of his hand?
Because this restricts women's rights.
Maybe so. What the sign is saying and the viewpoint might, but the sign itself does not. And stealing the sign and walking away with it and tossing it away isn't going to stop that. That's not an effective way of trying to change that person's mind. Instead of going up to him and challenging him and saying that, well, abortion should be allowed because of bodily autonomy. Every person has the right to control their own body and make decisions about their own health and well-being. Women should have the right to choose whether or not to continue a pregnancy, as we are the ones who have to bear the physical and emotional burden of carrying a child to term. And denying us that right to make that choice is a violation of our bodily autonomy and fundamental human rights. It is very rare that people have any memory whatsoever when they're a freaking fetus. But no, you just go ahead and steal his sign, because why not?
Restricts women's rights?
He's
Would you get it off her sign,
promoting
please?
lies on college campus.
Okay.
Where I go.
Can you get off the sign for you damaging property?
I can't believe y'all protect that.
You're not going anywhere. Right now you're being detained.
This woman is freaking rich. I swear to God, the entitlement is so raw. So she's mad because a police officer is protecting them. Had it been her sign that some dude came and took away because he did not agree with her viewpoints, she would get upset if the police didn't come and protect her against somebody who is stealing her property. It doesn't matter what her sign says. It is still her property. The sign itself is that person's property. And you're just upset that the policeman is protecting him strictly because his viewpoint doesn't match up with yours and because he is male. My question is, would she have been that bold if it was another woman who was holding that sign? Or would she had a conversation with that woman and tried to appease her, saying, listen, you know what it's like having your body and having already all the situations that you have to deal with, the hormonal changes and whatnot. Why would you say something like this? She would be more willing probably to sit down and have a conversation with this woman. But no, she just decided to go and steal somebody else's property. And she thinks that's somehow going to make a difference.
Okay.
Detained for what?
Larceny? You stole his sign.
He has it back.
Oh my God. Wow. Wow. Are you serious, bro? Imagine a dude stealing her purse and the cop catches him and gives the purse back to the woman. And the guy lets the criminal go. And the criminal's like, she has it back, so no harm, no foul, right, officer? Imagine how freaking outraged she would be.
Okay, yeah, because I got it from you.
I moved it 50 yards.
I don't care if you moved it 1 foot. You don't have a right to take someone's property. Okay? Period.
Look, sir, I'm not trying to get arrested.
She clearly has no accountability. She's not trying to get arrested, but you commit a crime by stealing someone's thing and then claiming that you only moved it. I'm sure every criminal who has stolen something has probably thought of that same argument. If you move something away from someone that doesn't belong to you without their permission, it's stealing. Jesus, I'm so flabbergasted as to how she doesn't know this, or she's just pretending she doesn't know because she's entitled.
I just don't agree with this.
Do you have ID on you?
No.
It's a fucking lie!
Am I being arrested right now?
Okay, right now you need to figure out what's going on right there, okay?
Okay, well, I won't mess with this sign again.
That's fine. Alright, do you have ID on you?
Yeah.
I like how he asks again because he knows she's freaking lying. Oh my god. You know what? Good. More people like this need to be held accountable.
Okay, can I see?
I cannot believe these are the people who protect.
What does she mean by these people are the one that you protect? What? These people? What does that even mean? Wow. I'm sorry, like, I am worse at making these kind of commentaries because half the time you watch these videos, you're literally just flabbergasted, just in disbelief at the reasoning power or lack thereof of certain people, certain individuals. If a woman was outside the college campus saying that people who eat meat should just drop dead, or people who eat meat are disgusting, and you should not be allowed to eat meat or eat this or eat that, you would have nothing to say to them. You would ignore it, you would walk away, whether you disagree or not. And if it was something that you also agreed with and somebody else stole their sign, you would probably be the kind of person that would chase down that person and help get the sign back for that person. But because this person has an opposing view, you're okay with committing a crime against them and then gets mad when the police officer is doing his job to protect people in general against crime.
I'm not trying to protect them, man, but I do have to enforce the law, okay? That's just how it is, alright?
Do you see us being subjected to this shit?
Okay, well, this is a public place, okay? They have a right to do this. If you don't like their views, you can go away. You don't have to watch it. You don't have to be here.
They're here because they want us to watch them.
Okay, well, then you can ignore them. If you ignore them, that takes away their power.
The fact that the policeman has to tell her these things and speak to her as if she's a freaking 6-year-old is embarrassing. It is super embarrassing. This person is an adult, and they couldn't have come to that conclusion on their own. These are the types of people that probably should not have kids, and this is also the reason why I am pro-choice. I am pro-abortion because people like this should not have children. And you may say, well, they'll just give away the child and whatever. No, there's more layers to that, aside from it changing your body and whatnot. But these people, a lot of them do have that biological tick, and when they see the baby, they're like, oh my god, now I've looked at it, its face, it's out of my body, it's real now, I want to keep it, and they shouldn't be having children. Like, do you understand? The same people who are against people like this procreating are the same people telling them that they should be forced to procreate. So if there was ever an argument for abortion, that would be it.
They're gonna come back again, and this is why women have such a problem getting abortions in North Carolina.
Okay.
And y'all just let them get away with this shit.
Okay. I understand. Alright.
I cannot believe y'all let this happen.
Okay, take your backpack off. Put it around. Hands behind your back. You're under arrest. Yes,
What?
ma'am. You're under arrest.
I love her face when she realizes she's going to be arrested, as if it never crossed her mind that she'd be held accountable for her actions. Another thing, you're an adult. Move. If you really disagree with this to this point, why? I would move. If I were in that state, I would save up my money and I would move somewhere else. It really is not that expensive to move unless you were moving to like another country or something. Move a state over that allows this, because you don't have to be here. You doing this isn't changing things. You sitting there and crying over it is not changing things. If you really want to affect change, get a group together. Try to speak with your government officials, or better yet, go on the internet, gather all your facts, and try to make videos or educate people in a very calm, collected manner why you are a supporter of this cause and why you believe what you believe. Surely it doesn't guarantee that you're going to change everybody's mind or change people's minds, but at least it's a much more effective way at getting your point across or trying to fight what you disagree with rather than just committing a crime. I don't understand why in the past few years people think that stealing, rioting, hitting people is a way to get across how you feel or to try and get people to support your cause. Bullying and harassing people on stream while crying that you're oppressed and a victim of those very things that you're doing to others is a way to get people to come and support your cause. If anything, it does the total opposite, and it basically tells these people to keep doubling down because you are unhinged. These are the kinds of people that you are.
You admitted to taking a sign from me.
Well, All I did was I just walked it over here. I was gonna give it back
Okay,
to him.
well, I don't
just
know that, man. I didn't know that. I came over here and then you rested against the sign. So listen, we need to make this difficult and cause a scene. Take your backpack off, turn around, put your hands behind your back.
I cannot believe this is
Okay, right
happening.
now I'm asking you to do that.
Is there something else that I can do?
What the frick? What is she asking that for? What is she offering to suck his freaking schlong? Why would? Is there nothing else I can do, bitch? What? You could turn around and put your hands behind your back. That's what you could do. Freaking try to bribe the cop. For that momentarily emotional lapse in judgment, now you're arrested. Good job. You really stuck it to the patriarchy there by doing that. Good grief. Throwing tantrums and having these behavioral outbursts, not the way to affect change. Obviously, there are better ways to do this. This is not helping. You're making all of us look bad.